welcome to your Caribbean News and Culture. I'm Delinda Eiffel. We begin with news out of Barbados, where residents of the country can soon look forward to paying less for Pine Hill dairy products. Dr. David Eastwick, the Prime Minister of Agriculture, Food, Fisheries, and Resource Management, is looking to work with Pine Hill Dairy to create a legislative outline that would increase the consumption of the company's dairy products by decreasing costs. The cheaper the price, the more they'll sell. Seems like a sensible correlation. Over the last couple of years, the company has experienced a significant decrease in the consumption of milk products in Barbados, and the current cost of a gallon of milk produced by Pine Hill Dairy is 11 Barbados dollars. Dominica is looking to implement strategies that will help lessen the amount of disease outbreaks that can be transmitted from animals to humans. The Caribbean Veterinarian Public Health Working Group took part in a series of workshops earlier this week to strategize plans on ways to prevent zoonotic diseases such as leptospirosis, salmonella, and rabies. Dominica's acting Chief Environmental Health Officer, Sylvester St. Vial, noted that those types of diseases have been on the rise in Dominica over the last few decades, and over 75% of the viruses have originated from animals. Human public health experts will work with animal health experts and environmentalists to tackle the issue. Veterinary and public health officials from Barbados, Jamaica, Guadeloupe, and Grenada are also on board with the Caribbean Veterinarian Public Health Working Group. Some farmers in Jamaica have rolled out a different and risky type of tour for tourists of interest: ganja tours. These illegitimate tours route through some of Jamaica's hidden cannabis plantations and pass through places like 9 Mile, which, by the way, is the hometown of the legendary Bob Marley. And while on the tours, tourists are able to sample ganja. Now, quite contrary to what many may think, since the early 1900s, marijuana has been and continues to be illegal in Jamaica. The Ganja Law Reform Coalition, which is a group in Jamaica, is calling for the government to decriminalize marijuana, and in the weeks to come, the group will hold an international conference in Kingston, Jamaica, to explore prospects for marijuana commercialism. Earlier this week, Trinidad and Tobago issued the country's first ever electronic marriage certificate to a couple who wedded at the Registrar General's office in Port of Spain. This new move in electronic documents is a major technological advancement for the country's legal affairs ministry. Birth certificates and death certificates are already in an electronic format. However, Trinidad and Tobago's legal affairs minister, Parkash Ramadar, wants to further explore electronic development and plans on submitting legislation to Parliament requesting for payments of documents from the Legal Affairs Ministry to be submitted online through the use of credit cards. This move in electronic documentation will significantly benefit the people of Trinidad and Tobago, allowing them to easily access important documents, avoid long waiting periods to receive documents, and it will help with having to commute to Port of Spain to handle certain business matters. Coming up, you're not going to believe which Hollywood actor is now singing reggae music. We'll let you know when we return. We'll be right back.
This yellow one is for my postpartum depression. This one, sciatica, whatever that is. I got these after my hysterectomy, or my prostatectomy, or stomectomy. And this guy is for the pain from my last hip replacement. And this orange one is, gotta go.
For teens, getting drugs can be as easy as opening your medicine cabinet.
This is Trey, this his crew. Here he is, what he do. Sitting here hugging the block and smoking weed. Hands spinning on the clock, look at Trey, he never leaves. Just sit day and day and day and day. Do his time, listen to his man's rhyme. Tell him how to be a man. He listens out, but ain't got no plan. He only listens, never plays, never think, never say what he wants or what he needs. Just sit some more and smoke that weed. I wonder if he'll ever leave.
Welcome back, everyone. He's been a Beverly Hills cop, a clump, a nutty professor, and now actor Eddie Murphy is singing reggae music. Earlier this week, Murphy released a video to the song Red Light, which features rapper Snoop Dogg. Now, as you may know, Snoop Dogg is currently known as Snoop Lion after he was rechristened by a Rastafarian priest in Jamaica back in 2012. The Red Light track is a part of Murphy's upcoming solo album titled 9, which is expected to be released early next year. While it is Eddie Murphy's first time dabbling into reggae music, it is not his first time making music. Back in 1985, he released the single Party All the Time, and in 1993, he recorded an album, Love's Alright, which featured Michael Jackson. It is with great sadness to share that legendary calypsonian, the Mighty Sparrow, is currently in a coma in a New York City hospital. Born at Slinger, Francisco, the Mighty Sparrow, or Birdie, as some may call him, is known as the Calypso King of the World. Earlier this month, he was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Trinidad and Tobago Consulate in New York, which a relative of his accepted on his behalf. The Mighty Sparrow celebrated his 78th birthday back on July 9th, and believe it or not, he was actually born in Grenada, but he moved to Trinidad when he was 1 year old. He is by far one of the most successful calypsonians. He's won the Trinidad Carnival Road March 8 times and has been crowned the Calypso Monarch 11 times. We definitely wish the Mighty Sparrow a healthy and speedy recovery. Before we go to break, we have to take time to wish St. Kitts and Nevis a happy Independence Day. This coming Thursday, the country will celebrate its 30th Independence Day. We'll be right back.
With friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time when we wind things down and get into our culture chat. All right, this week's culture chat has to do with a movement, a family movement. Family Movement is an organization that deals with families in homeless shelters, inspiring them to better themselves and become successful upon leaving the shelters. Take a look.
My name is LaKenya Rivers, the founder and executive director with Family Movement. Family Movement got started in 2008, where we founded the organization, but in all actuality, it was founded through my own personal life. I was residing in shelter, Bridge Over Troubled Waters, when I was 19 years old with my daughter. And when I left the homeless shelter, I had to get custody of my sister. So the youth enrichment program under Family Movement is devoted to me getting custody of my sister. So after leaving shelter, I went back into the shelter to provide a mentoring session and ended up founding the organization. We work with families that are in transitional living, in homeless shelters, as well as transitional living within the community centers. We service over 300 families and rotating, and that's only because when we're in shelter, some families get housing quicker than usual, and then some families that are in transitional living and housing, we service them as well. Families become a part of Family Movement by residing in shelter, and for the ones that are in transition, we will open it up for 10 families at a time per workshop. After the families complete the 6-month workshop program, we offer a mentoring program. And this is new. So we started the mentoring program in 2012. That program is so that our families can remain in housing and not get stuck back into becoming homeless again. We offer the support of our families by encouraging them to save through our Every Penny Counts program, as well as our self-worth program where we do makeovers twice a year. We also have a Mother's Love where we honor our moms and have their children be a part of the whole celebration. We measure the success of the families by our pillars of success, where we rate them on a number of 1 to 6, talking about their mental stability, their physical awareness, their education, their financial literacy, and workforce development.
All right, joining us live here in the studio is LaKenya Rivers, the founder and executive director of Family Movement, and Lorraine Johnson, the president of the organization. Welcome, ladies. Now, LaKenya, you started Family Movement out of your own personal experiences. How did you manage to overcome such adversity and turn, in essence, a negative thing into such a positive thing that now helps so many people?
Well, the word family is broken into acronyms, so I learned to forgive my past, acknowledge my present, and where I'm trying to go, where I was trying to go at the time, motivate myself, allow others to inspire me, and have love within myself. And all of those things helped me move forward, not give up, and overcome different obstacles in my life.
Great, that does spell family, you're right. Now, Lorraine, you're the president of the organization. How do people become a part of Family Movement? How do people access the services that you guys offer?
The primary criteria to be involved with Family Movement is the family has to be in shelter placement.
Okay.
If we're not currently servicing that shelter, if we don't have a contract with that shelter, then the family can reach out to the website or info@Family Movement.
Okay.
And we can set them up with the next set of classes.
Okay, so it's not so much that you have to be a part of one of the shelters that you guys work with. Some people who may really need the services you guys offer can still be able to access those. That's great. Now, LaKenya, you've been on both sides of the fence. When you were younger, as we saw in the video, you experienced living in shelter. And now you're grown, beautiful, doing great things. You have a perspective of both sides of the fence.
Yes.
So as a resident of Massachusetts, do you think the state is doing enough to eradicate homelessness?
I think they're trying to do everything possible that they can to allow families that are in shelter to remain stable, to become self-sufficient. But what I tell a lot of my clients is that it's sort of a conflict of interest, because they're trying to restrict these families and, allowing us to come in and, do certain workshops devoted to self-worth and family values will help them out. So it's more of a collaborative effort. So whatever the state is doing, we would love to be able to just work along with what it is that they're trying to do. It seriously takes a village.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Now, you mentioned the workshops amongst many of the other things that family movement does with these families. How do you guys sustain your, how do you sustain basically the financial components of running this organization?
Yeah, right now, with us being a grassroots nonprofit organization, a lot of our sustainability comes from sponsorship from different corporations, as well as volunteering from schools that have to get credit. So we utilize certain schools, their students, to gain credits to be able to work with our families, and there's different requirements that is involved with that.
Okay. So Lorraine, as a member of the community, someone who's at home watching and saw the video package, liked the mission and whatnot of Family Movement, how can people get involved in helping you guys with your efforts?
Gosh, there's so much work to be done. So once again, take a look at the website. We encourage everybody to take a look at the website.
And the website is?
www.familymovement.com.
Okay, straightforward enough.
Take a look at the website and kind of familiarize yourselves, with what we do and what we've done. We have so many things that we do. We have the makeover events. We always need people to help with the makeover events. We have the $1 a bag event.
Yeah, that's the event you guys do quarterly.
The clothes drive.
Yeah, when is the next upcoming one for that?
It is the first Saturday in December.
In December,
So
okay, it's right around the holidays.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So we always need volunteers for things like that.
And that event is actually pretty unique. Talk a little bit about that. Sure. It's $1 for, nothing is really $1.
Yeah,
it's like $1.05 with tax. For $1, you can get, talk to us about that.
So we partner with, at the current moment, we partner with the Dorchester House, and they open up their doors for us. We get donations from consignment shops, and they give us, different clothing, whether it's shoes, accessories. And what we did new this year, or this season, was we charged $1 a bag, thanks to Lorraine, in order to gain and, sustain. So we charge $1 a bag for clothing. They fill up the bag, and we got donations from TJ Maxx and Marshall, so they donated bags to us. And
nothing in those stores are $1.
No.
Not even in packaged.
No. And all of the clothing from the consignment shops were all name brand. So
that's really great. So this is
charged,
December 1st. I might be in that line. Is that okay?
The first Saturday.
Okay.
The first Saturday. And then a pair of shoes was $1.
That's great.
Then the accessories was $2 for $1.
That's great. That's definitely great. Now, there's an upcoming event that you guys are having, your first signature event, and it's being held next Thursday, September 19th. So Lorraine, talk to us about that.
So I'm really excited about this event. It's our first annual signature event. It marks the 5th anniversary of Family Movement.
5 years strong.
Yes.
And it's a networking and fundraising event, and we want to invite all of the other programs and community organizations and other presidents and board members and people who service the community and other providers just to come out and to network, have a good time, a real relaxed atmosphere, and introduce ourselves, as a provider in the community, and just work on collaborations and how we can as a village, do what we need to do to service
Absolutely.
these families that are in transition.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing. And the event is actually free.
It is
But
free.
you have to register.
You do have
online.
to register. You can register online at
Okay.
Eventbrite.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't do that, you can register at the door.
Okay, great. So you can still show up and still
Absolutely.
get in.
Come.
Okay. Now, LaKenya, this is your baby. 5 years in the making. Where do you see Family Movement, let's say 5 years from now?
Oh, 5 years from now, I see us staffed. I see us paid in our own facility, because right now we utilize the space within community centers, and we're so grateful for them opening up their doors for us, and just spreading our network, being more visible in the community, being more open to the needs of the clients so that they're not, once they're in housing, becoming homeless again. So, being resourceful. So just expanding and becoming larger and more, yeah.
Okay, well that's great. And I definitely applaud your efforts because, homelessness is something that doesn't discriminate. You could be Caribbean, white, whatever, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So I applaud your efforts and I wish Family Movement the best.
Thank
you guys,
you.
make sure you check out that event and we'll be right back.
Hey girl, ¿qué pasa? My weekend was crazy, from what I can remember. Wait. Slow down, Chica. Take it easy. A what? A picture of me? Who sent it to you? How did she get it? I'm not even friends with her. You gotta send it to me now. This must have been from Saturday night. I was so high. Who do you think got it?
All right, everyone, that is it for this week here on Your Caribbean News and Culture. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to the BNN cast here. Thanks to our wonderful guest this week. Make sure you check out the Family Movement signature event, which is coming up next Thursday. You can find that information on our website as well. We're always on the web, yourcaribbeannews.com, and catch the repeat of our show Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Until next week, take care. I'll see you all then.